EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State in the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Dallas Cowboys. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
10-10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19. Prescott from the gun. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 27-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
And 8 yards.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the ground, it's a handoff to Coleman. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
The tackle made by...
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now Murray off play action. Going deep for Diggs. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, I want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
A first down carry by Elliott. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Down at the 37.
The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll turn to the power game and Olawale. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
He was brought down at
Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
It's a pickup.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Dak swinging this out quickly to Lamb. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And Zerline's kick is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. From the gun, Murray. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now throwing on first down and completing it. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play brings up third down.
Here's Murray. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going for it. It's Murray. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back.
On down.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
On first down, Elliott. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Able to hit his target, Lamb. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what he said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
Down at the 5-yard line. A 6-yard
from the 5, 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And it'll be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they hand off to Coleman. Coleman, the first down and a little extra. And he's got some space here. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 57 yards. The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. This will be caught just inside the 10. Murray, no gain there on the completion. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray, and he slings one that's incomplete. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Murray now, 3rd and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
The Cowboys take
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. The safety, Buda Baker, there to force the incompletion. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. He's going to have the first down past the 20. And finally taken down to the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Ezekiel Elliott, the ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Throwing, Prescott. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They have the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. 47. You don't want it. Mike's 59.
Prescott now. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Prescott looks to throw on first. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Let's go one more.
Prescott yet again. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Prescott now from the 50. Cooper's got it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 32-yard line. 18 yards on each of the last 2 plays, and they're picking up big chunks now. Here's 2nd and 10. And again, it's Prescott. Sideline throw, that's caught. Amari Cooper. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, first down.
At the 17-yard
line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. They find some open field here. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half.
Come on, guys, let's go.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. On 2nd down now, it's Coleman, and he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2 yards.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Murray. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first.
It's a gain of 6.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Play fake. Murray. Flushed out right. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Coleman now. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Murray now. On the screen, this is Coleman. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
And 11 at the 11-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
That's good.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
1st and 10.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
the tackle.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack.
There he goes, Amari Cooper. 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 76 yards. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Greg Zuerlein to kick off fourth down.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Shotgun now from Murray. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side.
Murray's pass.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From the gun, Murray. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 24-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Murray now on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And they'll get him down right around the 16. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. The Cardinals on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Gonzalez on for the field goal. A 32-yard attempt.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 2nd down, Elliott. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Elliott, the ball carrier.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
10 at the 44-yard line.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Again to Elliott. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally wrestled down at the 11. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they top 30.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Cardinals' 11-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. On the counter, Elliott. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
A 22-yard attempt.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Brandon Ayuk returning it. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Murray now on 1st down. Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
The Cowboys' 36-yard line.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
By the wide receiver.
It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
26. It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Arizona.
Back to throw. Murray. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Xavier Woods with a pick.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Elliott, the ball carrier.
The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
3rd and 3.
Again, it's Elliott. Oh, he shifts past him. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 29-yard line.
Prescott, he goes down to a knee, and that should just about do it.
A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire 2nd half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. that's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Cowboys, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll get another home date next week as the Raiders will come to town. Meanwhile, for Arizona, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-4.